FIA Act 1974. Important solved mcqs. 1. Which of the following section defines FIA Act 1974? It shall come to force at once. A seconds 1. B seconds 1. C seconds 1. D none of these. 2. Which of the following section defines it extends to the whole of Pakistan and applied to all citizens of Pakistan and public servants, wherever they may be? A seconds 1. B seconds 1. C seconds 1. D none of these. 3. Which system of government was introduced in 1962 Constitution? A. Presidential system. B. Monarchy system. C. Dictatorship system. D. None of these. 4. According to FIA Act 1974, the administration of the Federal Investigation Agency is supervised by A. Minister of Interior, B. Secretary Interior, C. Federal Government, D. Director General FIA. 5. The Prevention of Electronic Crime Act came into force on A. the 18th of May 2015, B. the 18th of August 2015, C. the 18th of May 2016, D. the 18th of August 2016. 6. According to Anti-Money Laundering Act 2010, whoever commits the offence of money laundering shall be punishable: A. with imprisonment, which may extend from 1 to 10 years. B. with fine, which may extend to 1 million. C. with forfeiture of property involved in money laundering. D. all of the above. 7. Who is chairperson of the National Executive Committee to Combat Money Laundering? A. DG FIA, B. Prime Minister, C. NAB Chairman, D. Minister for Finance or Advisor to Prime Minister on Finance. 8. According to FIA Act 1974, who is a minor? A. Any person who has not completed the age of 16 years. B. Any person who has attained the age of 16 years. C. Any person who has not completed the age of 18 years. D. Any person who has attained the age of 18 years. 9. As per F.I. As Prevention of Electronic Crime Act, whoever with dishonest intention gains unauthorized access to information system or data shall be punished with I. imprisonment up to 3 months. 2. Fine up to 50,000 rupees. A. only. B. 2 only. C. both I and 2. D. I, 2, or both. 10. Under the FIA Act 1974, member of the FIA not below the rank of shall be deemed to be an officer in charge of a police station for the purposes of any inquiry or investigation. To be an officer in charge of a police station for the purposes of any inquiry or investigation. A. Inspector. B. Sub-inspector. C. Assistant sub-inspector. D. Head constable. 11. Which from the following statement is true about the powers of DG FIA under the F.I.A Act, 1974? A. DG FIA A's powers cannot be transferred to any member of the agency. B. Some powers of the DG FIA can be exercised by additional DGS if the order is passed by DG in writing. C. All or any powers of the DG FIA can be exercised by additional DGS if the order is passed by DG in writing. D. All or any powers of the DG FIA can be exercised by any member of the agency if the order is passed by DG in writing. 12. Who can make rules for carrying out the purposes of the F.I.A Act, 1974? A. Federal government. B. Parliament. C. Specialized Senate Committee. D. DG FIA. 13. Who is indemnified from suit, prosecution or other legal proceeding and exercising power which are in good faith and in accordance to the F.I.A Act given under the F.I.A Act, 1974? A. DG FIA. B. All members of F.I.A under BPS 19 and above. C. Federal government. D. All of the above are indemnified. 14. UNODC is an abbreviation for A. United Nations Organization of Districts and Cities. B. United Nations Organization of Dogma and Crises. C. United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. D. United Nations Office on Duties and Citizenship. 15. The program developing solutions for drugs and related challenges in Pakistan was launched by A. FIA. B. UNODC. C. Ministry of Interior. D. Ministry of Narcotics Control. 16. The power to amend any schedule of F.I.A Act, 1974 is vested in the A. Federal Government. B. Senate. C. Supreme Court. D. Parliament. 17. What is meant by federal government in the Constitution of Pakistan? A. Prime Minister. B. President. C. Parliament. D. Federal Cabinet. 18. Director General FIA is usually a senior A. Army officer. B. Police officer. C. Politician. D. Judge. 19. Federal Investigation Agency is a separate organization under A. Ministry of Defense. B. Ministry of Interior. C. Prime Minister. D. President. 20. According to F.I.A Act 1974, the F.I.A is under the supervision of A. DG FIA. B. Secretary FIA. C. Interior Minister. D. Federal government. 21. Which of the following section defines, "This act may be called the Federal Investigation Agency Act, 1974"? A. Section 1. B. Section 1. C. Section 1. 22. Section 2 defines, Director General means the Director General of A. Government, B. Agency, C. None. 23. Section 2 defines, Provincial Police means the police constituted by provincial government under the Police Act, A. 1898, B. 1861, C. 1948. 24. Headquarter of FIA is in A. Karachi, B. Islamabad, C. Lahore, D. Dubai.